Welcome to the Call of Cinema. My name is Aaron. I have a very special co-host coming on here, and I have another guest kind of maybe popping in here as well tonight. Well, we'll see. We're working on it. It should be a lot of fun. So you probably know him. His name is May to December, or Malcolm. And if you've never seen his channel, you really should. We're going to be going over Severin tonight. We're going to be going over Synapse tonight. We're going to be going over Full Moon Direct tonight because there was a lot of sales stuff going on. So I'm going to bring him in because so you can see somebody much prettier than me. And we'll start it.
Hey, welcome. Guys. Hi, Aaron. Yeah, it's May to December.
I am. Are you ready for this? Are there too many sales? Are there too many sales?
There's too many, and the wife's already angry with me because how much I've spent. But I guess another bit of money won't hurt.
Yeah, like we got a surprise Synapse sale.
Yep.
Okay. And you bought some stuff already from there.
I did. I bought 40 titles.
So what titles did you pick up?
The Nikatsu Heroic titles. I picked up all that was available there. A couple of Blu-rays of them, and then the rest DVDs. I wish they were all on Blu-ray, but Nikatsu. I picked them up. What's that?
Nikatsu, I've never heard of those before.
No? Oh, that surprises me, huh?
Yeah.
And I picked up all the score reports.
Ah, nice.
Never seen them, but my cousin recommended them years ago when he was downloading them off of a site, And then I picked up a couple of other things. How can I say? Because I don't want to swear. Violent poo instead of, the swear word. Trilogy. And what was the other one? Gorsome, I think it was called. That one was a Japanese movie.
There's some we can show on camera later on tonight, and there's some we can't show on camera later tonight. So some we can't show on Patreon, right?
Yeah, we can't swear, can we?
Yeah, become a patron. There you go.
Okay. I just don't want to swear or cause anything, on the channel to have an issue. So I'm trying to avoid the swear words.
There's a channel I watch called they do cartoons, Cyanide and Happiness, and they have this thing at the end of their videos where where YouTube comes up and it's like, oh, we are now a baby website. You cannot say any bad words here, and it kicks Cyanide and Happiness between the legs, and then Patreon symbol comes out. Yeah, and it's like, do not worry, we've got your back.
It's crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? I mean, when you think about the difference in YouTube now to, before it was even monetized.
Oh, it's a wilderness days of difference. Because I remember, because I've been doing this for longer than I probably want to say, 11 years, gone 12. But I remember there's a time period when I just gotten to this point where I could get up to monetization, and monetization was at that time was a little bit better than it is now.
Oh yeah.
So and then they said, well, by the way, if you don't have this many subscribers and you don't have this much in your algorithm, then they took away your monetization. So a lot of channels that I knew lost everything, had to build it up again. I was one of the lucky ones at that point. And then they changed it again. And they're maybe going through the next apocalypse actually right now. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Did you go through the subscribers purge? When people were losing big chunks of them.
I was one of the ones that was on the cusp. So everybody around, and people that had more subscribers than me, lost it. And I was lucky in that it wasn't subscribers for me; it was the amount of time people were watching.
Yeah.
And thank God people were watching. So if it wasn't, I would have been. And right now, it's again we're at that point where you can have 10,000 views on something, and all of a sudden it's you're making 20 cents.
Yeah.
So, and you're not making 20 cents because it's got to be $100 before you hit that 20 cents.
Well, I joined YouTube in 2014. Started making videos in the kitchen. and I'm going to hold on. Let me shut this down because I put the video on behind me. You know, my YouTube thing.
Yeah.
So I'll turn it off and I can just focus on the chat easier. It was an interesting start because I remember saying to my wife, "Oh, this is going to be easy. You know, I'll make money and I'll be able to pay our bills and you know the usual stuff, right?" And there was a slight progression. You know, I was enjoying it, and I started getting money from paying. After 3 years, I made $100. And then the next year, they told me that I didn't have enough subscribers to have, you know, monetization. And I think I had a friend who had like $98 and they lost it because they decided just to get rid of, you know, that thing. And it just sucks. They should have given people the money, you know, because it was a different,
Yeah, I was at 99 something, and that's when they decided, no, you're going to have to start over. It's been crazy stuff. Hello, Darth Sidious. Welcome to the channel. And thank you. Thanks, Sean, Gino, Twisted, everybody. Welcome here. We are going to be looking at all these sales. What do you want to look at first? I guess we're going to start with Severin.
Sure, we'll start with Severin.
Because there's so much of this.
Is there one me seeing the comments?
It is like, this is the one I think a lot of people are going to go for. What do you think? We got Joe Spinell.
I think so. I think Paul. I mean, they could go on the plushie.
Well, here's the thing, and I mentioned this on the video previously, and I have to say this. I said, I wonder if they can make him look sweaty, and oh my God, they did.
They did, didn't they? I mean, it's perfect.
I'm like, this is genius, and it is the nice one. Like we got the enamel pins there. We had that sexy cover. That, by the way, this cover is only going to be available during the sale. This is not one of these things that's coming back because these kind of faux movie covers are it's very risky that they do them. But I'm glad that they do. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Sean. They had indicator, by the way, stuff back in print like today. Some of the stuff.
Oh yeah. You talk about the older stuff, like the Noir sets and stuff.
Oh, there's a couple of Noir sets that came back in print.
I wonder how they just find them. Like, you know, there must be like Vinegar Syndrome, you know, backstock stuff.
Yeah, like I think so for indicators, it's along the lines of just literally just finding them, or like maybe some get sent out to. Like it's not like there's some places, and I won't like point any names anywhere where their back stuff is, you know they have back stuff. You're pretty sure when the sale comes. Indicator is kind of not like, hasn't been like that. It's been like, you know, it's there.
Well, I think what a lot of people forget is, you know, just because they say they've got 6,000, it doesn't mean they haven't got enough of replacements, you know, if you have issues. And if there's no issues, then they've got backstock, you know, to sell.
Oh yeah, definitely. And there's always got to be stuff left over for like if they do if they do conventions, there should always be like some that are left aside, or if they have things just in case, like you mentioned something, or if they have ones that are maybe slightly damaged, and you end up with like with damaged stock as well.
I wonder if they're numbered.
I think, why don't we look? Actually, tell you what, guys, let's look. I'm curious now. So Sean picked up Birdie, which definitely was out of print.
Oh, nice, yeah.
I do like that movie, actually.
I've got that one. I think it went out of print. What was it? Was it in March?
A while back, yeah, like it, because it was one of those. I'm not sure if there's any stuff here now, but there was like other print returns. Here we are right now. So we'll look at what's still available. Looks like they got a single there for 13 Ghosts.
Yeah. And
Absolution limited edition.
Well, these are all limited.
Yeah, there's some limited editions here. That's the thing. Birdie's limited edition. Badge 373. We got Bellman and True. Looks like they had Columbia number 2 and 3. Wow. And Cisco Pike was back.
I'd have jumped on number 2.
Oh, man, if I would have known, man, I would have told you. Corruption. If you don't have Corruption, this is a good one, man.
I've got that. I've got 2 versions.
It's a really cool one. Hey there, Jimmy. Hey, Dave. Devil in a Blue Dress sold out. Endless Night sold out. You can see a lot of stuff. Look, Hammer Volume 4 was back.
Oh, they got the one as well with Is it the Tongs, right?
Yeah, Terror at the Tongs. I love the film, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it.
That's a great film.
Yeah. So they had a few, like Grey Lady Down limited edition still available. I'm Monster limited edition still available if you're collecting the kind of the horror stuff, the gothic horror stuff. Homicidal, the single edition, that one's there. We got Mr. Sardonicus, Otley limited edition, Psyche 59 limited editions there. Oh, it looks like,
Wow.
damn it. See No Evil limited edition was there.
Oh.
I missed out on that one too. It's a good one. Sweet Charity. We got Criminal Code limited edition. That was if I remember correctly, that had some nice features on it.
Yeah, that has got nice features. I watched that recently, actually. It's quite a good film.
This is with the John Carpenter masterclass. Man, there's some good, like, what a time, man.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, look, Sinbad's back in as well.
Sinbad is back. Which version? Is this the version with the book? Because that can't be the version with the book, huh?
I think they've all got the book, but one's missing the DVDs, I believe.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. So yeah, Blu-ray only edition. So that's still like, man, if you don't have the Sinbad movies, which I know you got them, so
I got them all right. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of sales to look at tonight. Are you, man? Are you ready for this?
Oh, I am. What we should do? We should be doing that DX thing. You know, where they go, "Are you ready?"
Saying the exact same thing. Are you ready?
And then be like, "I said, are you ready?"
I used to love that. You know, boys and girls, women of all ages.
Brilliant. I used to love it was just so cool at the time.
I had I'm not going to lie, I had the DX, like, Suck It t-shirt.
Oh, nice.
First wrestling t-shirt I ever bought.
I think my first shirt actually was Hulk Hogan, when I was a really little kid.
Oh, really? So you're like a Hulkster?
Yeah, when I was really little, I did, the six-pack and the bandana set. I had that, and I used to run around in it. Obviously, I was like 3 or 4 at the time, but,
I remember getting like one of those Hulkmania VHSs.
Yeah.
And I was so excited because it had the music video, Real American, on it.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'd still like that tune. I still listen to that. I think it's actually quite a good one.
I mean, like, who's your favorite? Okay, as we go to the next bundle, who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler right now is probably Adam Cole.
My better half like you a lot.
Oh, yeah. That's hers as well, is it?
No, hers is Kenny Omega, but she loves Adam Cole too, baby.
Oh, Kenny Omega. I liked him in Japan when I liked his old way in Japan with Bullet Club and that, but I don't know about AEW now.
See, I'm a huge CM Punk guy. Just because he says what he says, like
from the beginning of the Ring of Honor days, or when he went to WWE. Yeah, that was great. I actually had.
Oh, your volume went there for a second, man. Oh. What? Everything okay? Oh, we lost you for a second.
I don't know what happened there. What I was going to say was I have the whole Ring of Honor DVD collection.
I gotta do one thing for a second. I'll be right back. So I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna put you on camera.
All right.
Take over.
Okay. Hey guys. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let me have a look, see if I can see the comments on the thing, because for some reason I can't see them on here. So let me just do this 1 second so I can say hi. Okay, let me have a look. So, what's going on? Hey, Darth Sidious, how you doing? What's this? I picked up some stuff. Hello, everyone. Hello, Robert. Hello, Dave. Hey, Sean. Hey, Jimmy. What's this? The other stuff was gone minutes after you, man. We're sort of getting into the Franco scene now. Oh, I saw that. What was the thing? Oh, what was it? I've got the DVD of that film, and it's horrendous. I put it in. Was it Jailhouse Walden or something? I think it is. Was that the film? I saw it announced, the MVD version on Blu-ray, and just really was like, I kind of wish it would have been a more better title. I want Ilsa, the Warden. I want that to come out on like a proper trilogy box set. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. And, it's strange that I think you buy the first one in Germany, and then the others were released in special hard boxes, but didn't have subtitles or something. I don't know. But I wish they had a proper release like in the European countries and America. Kind of like how Men Under the Sun's being released. I'm really looking forward to that trilogy coming out.
Which one?
Men Under the Sun. The Japanese
nice.
films. They're Masca Video's releasing them, and I pre-ordered them the other day. I think it cost me like $74. It was really good. Yeah, it is. It's only partially directed by Franco. That's probably why it's
Yeah, I mean that's kind of cool actually. The more Franco it, the better, man.
Exactly. I try to buy all his stuff when it comes out, mostly for Lena Remay because I love Lena Remay, but just there's some great scenes of craziness and just especially when Jess Franco's in it himself,
Jess Franco likes to do a Hitchcock in his movies.
Yes, I wish I could find the hardcore versions more, so that I could just watch him getting in the scenes and having sex with his actresses and that,
There's like there's a time. I love the fact that they're putting out the sexual story of with the Lena Remay cover, and she's not in the movie. That is so cool.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though because I feel bad for Lena Remay. Because she was a really beautiful young woman, and then something happened that basically just made her put on weight, and it wasn't something for like eating; it was just one of those things as you get older, and hormones and stuff,
Oh yeah.
And I think it kind of took away from her career a little bit. She got older, but I feel like she could have been a more main. Actress. I mean, Rolls Royce to me, it's all right, but it's not. But it's not just Franco movie, is it? It's what's that guy's name? He did all the Bridget LaHaye ones as well.
I think for like Lena Remay, the one thing we can say is like she'll never be forgotten.
No.
And I got a feeling that if you like in real life in person, if you met Lena Remay, she'd still have that presence. Like it wouldn't matter what her age was. Here's the sad thing. I lived in Ottawa, and two people you may not know them. So Lena Remay was there for like she was doing a talk, and I think Frank was there too. They're doing a talk.
Yeah.
They were there, and the same week there was an adult actress that was named Annie Sprinkle. So she was like a big girl back in like the 70s, I think.
Yeah.
So they were both there. They're there for different reasons. For like sex positivity, like type that was going on. And I was signed up. I was going to go, and I missed out on it. Like,
oh no!
It's one of the great tragedies. And the next week, Ray Harryhausen was there, and I missed that too.
Oh God! What terrible luck!
Yeah. Hey, they're creepy, man. But we got the Damaged Brain bundle. Are you getting any of these bundles? Are you getting the big bundle? Are you getting any of these?
I'm probably gonna get the everything bundle at this point. I spoke to the wife. She said, "Yeah, go on then." I just want to know what the size of the shirts are.
Well, the size they usually have usually go up to a 2 or 3X, I think.
That's not too bad then.
Because they do have some they definitely got some big ones. The small usually sells it fast, and the big double or triple X sells it fairly fast as well. So get the bundle in there quickly, I say, guys, for that type of stuff.
My plan is to get the big bundle and then do the add to existing order afterwards.
Oh, that's a good thing. That is both the good thing, hey baby, and that is the thing that's like killer is that existing order. It's having that there because it's that little bit of temptation. My cat is perilously going around my computer, so I'm watching him very carefully.
Oops, gotta turn you off, eh?
I gotta be careful. Oh no, He knew I was going to put it on camera if he didn't get up there.
If you were gonna get one of the bundles, well, let's say you had unlimited money to buy a bundle, what one do you think you'd buy? Do you think you'd do the everything bundle with the music box and everything?
Yeah, like the music box is gorgeous. I think that's utterly beautiful. We're going to show that on camera here in a second.
Yeah.
Psychic is one of my favorite Fulci films.
Oh, yeah.
But for thank you, sweetheart. I want to be rich, man.
I think we all do, don't we? I tell you, if I was rich, I'd have a whole library of films everywhere. Probably a whole, like those big ones you see, like in London, where they're like 18 floors.
Oh God,
that'd be my house.
Really. I better have got me coffee. She's a godsend.
Oh, nice.
So here we are, guys. $350, limited to 350 of these. We got Private Crimes. We got the 2 Jess Francos that have been upgraded to Blu-ray with the new slips, The Inconfessable Orgies of Manuel, The Sexual Story of O, Nightmare in 4K. We got The Last Horror Film, which comes with a book. We got Bad Biology, which literally comes in a book. Journey to the Center of the Earth. We got Carol Monroe here in the enamel pin. We've got the Frank Henlotter pin. We have the Joe Spinell pin. We got Nightmare in 4K. We got Psychic in 4K. The Severin Video 2000 T-shirt, which I think is absolutely gorgeous.
I love that shirt.
I'm crying that I can't get this, but this is the Psychic music box. That is, and that you remember the Psychic, man. So you remember how important that that is to the movie.
I remember.
And we have, of course, that amazing looking Joe Spinell plushie. To buy a plushie from them.
If the plushie was sold separately, how much do you think it would have been?
I don't know. I mean, they usually put the prices beside things like estimated prices.
Yeah.
So once we go through the Severin policies, we'll actually look at that.
I mean, because we know the enamel pins, don't we? We know what they'd be, and we know that the music box would have been $15.
Enamel pins are normally $10. I'm really surprised that music box would have only been $15.
Yeah, me too. To be honest.
Yeah, it looks nice. I mean, it looks fairly high quality. The T-shirt's nice. The T-shirt at least would have been around $25, $30, something like that.
Yep.
So it is a nice bundle. It is, there's a nice selection of stuff there for everybody. So you got stuff here for for the people that like the Franco stuff, some of the people like me and you. We got the video nasty portion of it here. We got some classic horror with Joe Spinell stuff. We got Bad Biology for people that like kind of the newer Henlotter stuff. We even got stuff for the kids, sort of, with Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Hey, it works. If it works, it works.
And for just some of I'll say the adults in the way of Private Crimes has been kind of just a thriller that you could put on for people. And Psychic, which actually works for that too.
I'm really looking forward to Dark Crimes.
It's a great bundle. If you got the bones to do it, guys, it's a nice mix of stuff. All together, was it one? I'm counting here with my hands, my fingers. 9. It's 9 films altogether.
I'm wondering, if this is going to go, sell out, and then they're going to do what they do every year, where they go, "Oh, we've got more." Because they did that with the After the World Ends set. They did it with the La Haye set. So,
I really hope so. I mean, in all honesty, I'm never one of those people that I want something and I hope somebody else doesn't get it. I'm one of those people that as many people as can get this, I want to see get it.
Yeah.
So this is the camera pin. I'm going to be honest here. The resemblance isn't as great as some of their pins.
Nah.
I'm not seeing it. Dad, are you there, man? Because if you're there, let me know if you see the resemblance. He's a huge Carol Monroe fan. But the Joe Spinell one is fantastic.
That one looks phenomenal. I mean, the other one, I think it depends on how you see, probably within a certain movie, maybe, on the other one. But there's ones where you can just see, it's them.
Oh yeah, it's like Al Adamson. You see, I got the Al Adamson one. It looks like him and a werewolf at the same time. But that's Al
Exactly.
Adamson. So
I really wish I could get that Al Adamson set.
that is one of the pride and joys, and I will say right now, that's one of the time we were doing fairly okay. And this here edition came out,
Yeah.
and I said, okay, I'll just buy the box set. But my better half is like, no, this is what you love. This is the stuff you love.
Yeah.
So she bought me the big limited edition. So I got the one with the autographed posters. And
Oh, lovely. So the full bundle one.
Yeah, I've got the big bundle for that one. First time I ever got the really got the big bundle, and I wasn't going to get it, but she was like, no, this is one that you're gonna like cherish, and she's right. Like this still is one of the ones that I kind of go back to a bit.
Yeah.
Now, guys, you will be able to get Dracula versus Frankenstein during the sale. It has its own release, and it comes with a Brain of Blood too, as on here as well. So when it opens up, I'll go to the one to show you.
So it's one of those book ones, right, where they're in the slidey pages, yeah.
Oh yeah, if you ever see this come back, like it's really worth it.
Yeah.
And we paid, not as expensive as they are now. I think we paid like how much? $250, something like that. American, $250 American, I think, somewhere in there.
What, for the whole bundle?
For the big bundle, I think, yeah. For like they had like huge posters, and
that's a bargain.
It was. I mean, they got like Vander Zarkov from like Dracula versus Frankenstein. Dracula. He autographed the poster in there, and it was insanely good price. Well, price. Somebody probably remembers it actually.
Yeah.
Tino says he likes Carolyn Monroe, but if Stephanie Beacham had a pin, he'd buy that in a heartbeat. I know how you feel. I love.
Yeah, definitely.
Want to dive over quick to the full moon one, and we'll come back to
Let's
Severin?
do it.
Well, that's caught the.
I never forget. I never forget. I went on there. I think it was last year, and at the very beginning of the sale, you could get the whole Jess Franco DVD set for $8.60.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they made a mistake. I had them all in my cart, right? Even the bigger, but all the DVD ones, the set ones, like the Jess Franco one, the other one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's right there on the screen. And they were like $8.60 each. But instead of just checking out, which I should have done, I was looking for other stuff, and it shot up again.
Damn.
That's why I think it pays to be right there, when they start, because you can get those silly, like with Vinegar Syndrome doing the 10 for 10, some were like $3.
Oh, you got to be there when it starts, man. So I hit on the sales stuff, but it looks like I'm going to the new stuff first. No, or either that, or do we have to put? Is there like a code or something you put in here?
I don't think discount automatically applied at checkout.
Oh, checkout. Okay, good. Okay, that's what it is. So it's 40% off. Titles right here. Already, I see something that catches my eye. Could be anything. Might be some Jess Franco. You don't know.
I think we know.
Yeah, you think you know. So we got stuff here like Betty Danger, Vice Cop, Hot Wives Incorporated, Sorority Babes in the Slime Bullrama 2. I haven't seen that yet, actually. I haven't seen part 2. I love some of these titles,
Yeah, some are crazy, aren't they?
Giantess Attack versus Mecha Fembot. That's going to be high quality. Ultimate Pleasure box set. That's the one so for a while, guys, Charles Band, because he had, I think it was the Columbia or Paramount, one of the companies that was funding him. So he lost the rights to like a lot of his characters, like the Puppet Master and like characters and all that. So he couldn't use them for a while. So for a while, what he was doing was trying to do other stuff. So he worked with Tempe Video to put out some stuff that he wouldn't normally put out, like stuff like Bleed, which was a kind of a slasher film. Charles Band hates slasher movies, but and he did something called Surrender Cinema, which is kind of a which but some people here may not. It's kind of like a softcore, like Skinamax type of thing.
Remember, they used to be all the rage, and people used to watch them late at night on TV. You'd sit back and you'd just enjoy it. Everybody else would be in bed. And then all of a sudden, boom, they kind of disappeared.
Yeah. I think you mean like somebody came in the room.
No, they kind of disappeared.
The worst possible time.
I mean, people did that as well. I remember my nan walking in on me. But,
This Jazz Franco set is absolutely gorgeous. I've wanted this forever. It's amazing. It's a DVD one, but the titles it has are interesting.
Well, it's interesting because all those DVDs you can get from Germany on Blu-ray. You know, and
yeah,
that's where
like,
the
I think my
masters
dad
come
got
from.
them actually.
Yeah, that's where the masters come from. So, and I've actually got the DVDs, and I've watched 4 of them, and they're really good quality. They're Vinegar Syndrome style quality. You know, they're DVDs.
Oh wow! Like, yeah,
So they're
'cause I'll be
surprisingly
honest, because
great.
you flip a coin when it comes to like full moon. Sometimes when it comes to like quality, so it's good to know because I know my dad has pretty much. If he doesn't have all these, he's got a set from Germany, and I got a bunch of these here because I know I can picture Jack the Ripper is love letters of Portuguese Nun here. If it is, that's definitely it. Barbed Wire Dolls, Blue Rita,
Sexy Sisters.
I was trying to figure those. Is that oysters? That's just Love Camp. Marquis de Sade. He did so much de Sade stuff, man, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I want to get them on blue. I want to get them on 4K. You know, Justine and the other one. You know, one was got Christopher Lee.
The ones that the Blue Underground did.
Yeah.
I had a set, and I gave it to my dad. It's called the So Many Shades of de Sade.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like the kind of a DVD set or Blu-ray set of it. Of like it had Justine and it had 2 others ones on there as well. Blue Rita. Somebody said Blue Rita's their favorite here.
I will say about the DVDs, it's hilarious when you get them and you look at the Photoshop on the covers, so they're not like got body parts showing and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as if you look up the German Blu-ray versions, it's almost the same pictures, but they're left thingy, like, you know, so that they're naked, because that's going to draw you in. But on the DVDs, they got really bad, like, paint jobs on the bodies, like a bad scarf covering, you know, and stuff like that. It's actually quite funny. Blue Rita is an interesting one. I like Blue Rita, actually. It's kind of an interesting, kind of crazy film.
And I love the way that, like, you put them. I'm a sucker for these things where you put the spine together and it makes a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Shameless entertainment, man. Shameless. Remember?
I used to love that. Yeah, exactly. I used to love that. Right, I don't know if they did it over there, but the old Bond VHSs when they had the 007 and the different James Bonds.
Yeah.
On the spine, I loved that. I thought that was great.
And you've got like a comic book company over there too. God, what's the name of them? And they do like a spine thing. Did it for like Star Trek and stuff like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because I got some of them because they came over here.
Yeah.
To like to our Dollarama's actually. You just get them for like $2 for a hardcover.
Oh, talk about comics quickly while I think about it. Did you get the zombie email from Vinegar Syndrome?
Did I get the zombie? No, what? I don't. Did I? If I did, I didn't see it.
Because it was to. I'm not sure if it was just to subscribers or if it was to everybody. Because subscribers got a discount code of $10 off.
Then it was for subscribers, I think.
So basically, they talked more about it, which basically said, you know, we get all this stuff in it and all this. No price yet on it. Just, you know, get $10 off.
That makes me nervous, man.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be well over $100.
God.
Which is mental, but my wife's always said I can buy it, so.
I got a feeling I'm gonna miss out on the zombie one too. So this is where I'm gonna do this thing.
They said there's 1,500 copies.
So, like, share, subscribe. If you want to get a Ghostface cake shout out, you want to find out what that is. Super chat, super sticker, or donate. It helps out the channel a lot, and it helps out my cats. Don't make me have to put a cat on here and guilt you guys into it.
Also, if you super chat, put May to December rocks. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Grinder says sale in 4K. Franco, you got Eugenie, and Justine. Nice stuff. Like, there's some good stuff here. I mean, I'm expecting we got like Dr. Alien. I won't go through everything because, like, you know, there's some stuff here that like Femalien. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's one of those things that when you look and you go, yeah, I know what it is, but I still got to get it.
Yeah. like obviously there's a lot of the kind of the sexier titles here, and sexy is, I'm not gonna lie, is relative of some of these titles.
Yes, sometimes you like they're trying to sell sex appeal, but is it actually doing the job?
Nope, nope, it's not allowed. Famous TNA was a kind of cool. It was a compilation one that came down out back in the
Yeah,
'80s. Was a VHS where it was literally just clips of like nude scenes from different celebrities
yeah,
in early roles. Best of Sex and Violence is another compilation one that they did in their early years.
yeah,
Savage Island auditions again is like barely a film,
yeah.
but it's interesting because there's a couple like actresses in there that kind of would surprise you.
Well, that's how I feel. That's how I feel about the new Puppet Master movies. They're barely films. Do you know what I mean? They're nowhere near what they
I
used to
mean,
be.
like they're trying. I mean, sort of. Yes, Doctor Alien does have Judy Landers. One thing I found out is like I picked up, God, it was from Scream Factory. It was like
Yeah.
a women in prison one with Judy
Oh,
Landers,
yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get this one. This has to be the one. This is the Judy Landers like nudity film,
yeah.
and then I found out at that point Judy Landers had never done nudity because
Hey, this is
everybody
there's
else in that
so many.
movie.
I mean, there were so many movies released that had fake nudity of people in. I guess it's God said you didn't think it was someone else. It's it was us.
Here's a neat little thing here. We got Deported Women of the SS. We got Riot in Women's Prison. Caged Women's here. SSS Hell Camp. This has a Severin release, which
Yep,
I'm sure you got
I have.
uh, because it has the Nazi exploitation documentary.
Which is a really good. It's a really
It
good
is
documentary. It's actually better
incredible.
than the film.
Way better than the film because SS Hell Camp is actually one of the lower films on the Nazi exploitation. Like,
I have to say the best scene in that movie is when the female Nazi officer takes her clothes off and goes, "If you get, I'm going to chop it off and you die." That's one of the most hilarious scenes that I've ever seen. Because it's like, how could you not?
oh, it is. It is like I watched the movie. And I say I'll watch it again sometime, but I've watched the documentary so many times.
Yeah. The documentary's the best part of that whole disc.
Oh, for like by far and large. And when I sold they put out the DVDs for sale for like really cheap, and
Yeah.
Severin put the documentaries on the DVDs too. I was like, buy it, like buy it cheap.
Yeah.
We can see here that the original Sorority Babes in the Slime Bolorama. I got the 88 films edition of this one here because I remember when they put that out.
That's our print now, isn't it? From 88 films.
Yeah, like a lot of the early ones are.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that till afterwards. Fairy Tales, which is an early one that they did.
Oh, I watched that. I got the 8 films of that. I watched it. I was a bit disappointed by it.
Well, I guess take it and like in the time that was in, but even then it wasn't like super great. It was one of like 2 or 3 films that were done in that time period like that.
Yeah.
There's one that was was animated to like a large degree too, and there's like I'm looking to see if there's any puppet masters or subspecies or anything like that. But it's like this doesn't seem to be that kind of sale, like Swedish gas pump girls.
I own that. I actually own that.
Do you really?
Yeah, I bought them in the sale, and I still haven't watched them yet.
That's what happens, man. You're gonna have like a bunch of these here. That's gonna same thing with Nakatsu. You watch Nakatsu.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least they're short. I mean, most of those Nakatsus are like 60, 70 minutes.
Yeah. No, like they do.
They're good.
Keep on shorter side.
They're good for a quickie,
But yeah, like no puppet master here at all. No subspecies. But we
That's
got
because
some
that's their
Origins Living
prime,
Dead.
isn't it?
Paul Nashi. We got some Paul Nashi goodness in Orgy of the Living Dead.
I haven't seen that. I want to, but I haven't seen it.
Apparently, Jaden says you got to go to a separate website. They split it up. Oh my God, are you
What?
serious, Jaden?
That's crazy.
Full Moon Horror. You're right, man.
Why would they do that? That makes no sense.
Well, we'll be asking the same thing with Vinegar Syndrome soon.
That's true.
Downtown. What the heck? I hit on the sale thing. Okay, you may also like. Yeah, I might, but that's not what I'm going for. July 4th sale. Thank you, by the way, Jaden. I no idea.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, because did you know? I did not know this was a thing.
That's weird that they put Paymaster 3 on 4K, but not the other ones first, like the first two.
I understand. This is what I understand because Puppet Master 3 is by far and large their most popular. Like it's the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 of like the Puppet Master series.
I mean, how can you not like the beginning of 6 Shooter?
I love my favorite Puppet Master is going to be like heresy to some people. I like part 2. I think it's
part 2.
And it's the meanest Puppet Master. Like
it
really is. Like
I never understood. I never understood the twist in the character and the ending. It made no sense, like why that would happen. But I do like the craziness of it, and I do like the twist. You know how it ends.
It's got the creepiest freaking ending. Like, and it's like a throwback to me. Like I was a big fan of like my dad would know the Count Yorga films, like those.
Yeah.
And they're like fantastic films, but they're also super nihilistic with their endings and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you get to like the end of Puppet Master 2, and here's a spoiler for an ending of like a real old film. They basically got this girl that's looking super creepy, like a giant puppet type of thing.
Yes.
And she's like, we're going to the orphanage, right? To the children's orphanage type thing. And I'm like, damn. Oh yeah, I forgot Charlie Spaulding was in that. Like, yeah. Young Aaron loved some Charlie Spaulding films. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm not sure their 4Ks are. I haven't heard anything on their 4Ks.
No.
Do you have any of them?
No. I thought about getting Puppet Master 3 when I saw it, but I've not had the opportunity to get a decent price.
I've heard iffy things on a couple, so I've been waiting just to see.
Yeah.
Like we got transfers here in 4K, but it has the heresy of like, and maybe this is just me. Maybe you're like me too. If I sing, it says 4K Ultra HD. Don't put that in a blue case.
No.
Don't ever like.
I mean, is it actually in a blue case or is it just really bad Photoshop?
Let's just say, no, it looks like a blue case. That's heresy, guys. 4K Ultra HD always in a black case, unless it's a special like casing.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in clear cases, which works if it's in a collector's box.
Exactly. Yeah, but not a blue case. Blue case is like that's ghetto Blu-ray, man.
I think Watch Damage, every label should find the color and just do that.
I'm a sucker for those colored cases. When 88 Films started their Slasher Classics collection, I was in London, and I was so excited. Like they had a few at the time, but it was kind of just coming into its own. So I was there grabbing every Slasher Classics one that was on because they had an 88 film sale at FOP, and I was grabbing everything I could find.
Was that a 2 for 15?
It was it the 2 for 15? It might have been the 2 for 15 actually, or
they do it every now and again, don't they?
Or might have been even. Was it 2 for 15 or 2 for 10? I think it was 2 for 10.
12, maybe.
It was even cheaper. It's like 2 for 10 type thing. No, 3 for 15.
Wow, that's not bad.
3 for 15. So they had like the 88 films. You had the Slasher Classics, the Italian collection, and they had the Asian stuff wasn't around at that point. And they had the regular 88 film stuff. So I bought a bunch of stuff. The only thing that I got peeved about is I bought Toxic Avenger, right? And I bought Toxic Avenger 2, the limited editions that came at HMV. So I paid more for those because they were 2 for 20. And I get back and I'm unboxing them. You can actually see it on here when I order YouTube videos. And it's like I'm opening it up and I'm like, I show the first one, I show the poster. Then I open up the second one, and I'm looking at it, and I'm reading the features on the back. I'm not even thinking. And the features are exactly the same. I'm like, well, I guess they put the same features on. Then I turn it around, and I realize,
the same one.
I got the case for number 2, but I got number 1 movie in the number 2 case. And it's kind of a long way to go back.
That sucks.
Copy. So I never got a second.
I think the closest I've got to that was buying the same movie on holiday, but with different titles. You know, like back in the day when they had the VHSs and there was like 7 titles of the same movie.
Oh God!
And I'd end up. I remember going on there and picking up like 2 and going, "Oh, these got the same actors in. Oh, it's gonna be fun." and then getting home and going, oh no, it's the same movie, but with certain edits, you know.
I think the worst thing that ever, like, I was both bad and hilarious at the same time. And I got to say, Jaden, I do wish the full moon had more features.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
it's that I bought because I buy every version of Sleepaway Camp movies that I can find. I love those films. So
Yeah.
I bought 2 and 3 at a Zeller's. And it was super cheap. So I put in part 2, and the audio track isn't there. It's literally an audio track of an audience watching it.
That's terrible.
And I was like, this is horrible. I got rid of it. And afterwards, I'm like, why did I get rid of that? That's the most amazing like glitch.
Yeah, it's like weird.
I should have
It's
kept
horrible. It's horrible, but it's one of those things where like, this is so rare. You know.
We got Puppet Master 12 box set here. But what we're going to do, let's dive back in. Let's look at the prices.
All right,
people
sure.
don't want to know the prices
Let's
as we're getting
do it.
closer.
Yep.
So, guys, just so you know, we got 8 brand new titles coming out from Severin, pre-order titles, 4 limited edition bundles. We're going to go through all those. 50% off the SRP of most Severin Intervision titles and brand new merchandise. One thing I want to mention really quickly, I want to see if they fix it up here. We'll come back up to the beginning here in a second. Look at the bundles, look at everything. So here's the thing. Shipping. So initially what I saw here was like Canadian residents, Severin no longer offers free shipping. For this sale, Canadian customers will be charged the normal rates until they reach 150. Then they'll be charged a flat rate of $25 US.
Oh, so they're getting charged the same as over here then?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think that was there. Was that there before? I thought
I think it was there last time, but I don't think it was last year.
Yeah, like so no, going in, guys, like have like allotted a bit of money for, like, if you're a Canadian or an international resident, a lot for the fact that if you're going to buy at least on the website, by the way, it doesn't say 150. It says on Severin's Facebook page, it says 200. So a lot for at least 200, and that's 200 United States dollars, just so you guys know, not 200 like Canadian dollars, 200 like euros. It's 200 like in US dollars. So a lot for that, and a lot for $25 after that. Because I can tell you right now that if you buy like $100 worth of stuff, you're probably going to get up to that $200 price range, because the shipping is pretty heavy when it comes to Severin, unless something drastically changed.
Also, be aware of taxes.
Yeah.
Because when I tried to buy from I think it was in Black Friday last year, I was over here. I just moved back, and probably I stuck my cart, and it was like $58 tax. It was ridiculous, you know, for something. So keep an eye on that as well, because sometimes it can be misdeceived, you know.
Well, the thing is, I did a big video, and had some fantastic like people come in, and they donated money to my channel for me to buy the box set.
Yeah.
And I got all the Hansby Hours and the Christopher Lee box set. Like, out of
donation. That's great.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, like, I could not even imagine that generosity. But the thing is, after I'd ordered it, I realized that the taxes went up to over like $60.
Yeah, mental.
And so it wasn't mentioned there before. So I called them. I contacted them. I'm like, I can't. Like, you're gonna have to take one that sits off or something like that. But they were nice enough, actually, that they waived it, because they said it was a mistake on their side. But normally that, watch out for that type of thing.
I remember when they did the box set sale, and they must have been really angry with all the Halt set.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you have to pay shipping for it. And yeah, that's what I mean. They must be really angry about it. That's probably why they don't do the box set sale anymore.
It's a shame, because I'm sure the box set sale did amazing for them.
Yeah, it did. People went crazy on it. I remember on Facebook and everywhere, people were going, yeah, I'm buying that.
Like, if I would have had the money at the time, I would have grabbed everything I didn't have. Like, the prices were that good. Like, they really were that good. I guess we go back to the bundles, right? And
sure.
stuff. So what's not on sale? So here we go, guys. Here's what's not on sale. So you can like get ready to either mark these off your list or buy them anyway at regular price. It's up to you. Inferno Rosso is not on sale. Drowning by Numbers, the 4K for that one's not. Drowning by Numbers not on sale. Extraterrestrial Visitors, or as most people know it, Pod People, is not on sale. Aliens from the Abyss is not on sale. The Complete Comic Strip Presents Channel 4 films, which is fantastic. It's not on sale. Acuna Mutante, the Blu-ray is not on sale. We'll get into this a little bit more.
Yeah.
The 5 Days, which is an Argento film, is not on sale. The Blu-ray edition. And Birdemic 3, Sea Eagle, and 3 Between the Sheets is not on sale. None of the box sets are on sale. Any previous bundles aren't on sale. They won't even be there. Some merchandise won't be, but a lot of merchandise are going to be heavily discounted. Severin has to be the best company for discounting merchandise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And limited edition convention stock will be there, but it'll be on more regular or close to regular price. So you will see things like Blood on Satan's Claw with the limited edition slipcover and the extra disc, Beast in the Cellar, the Tygon one that'll be there. If you never picked that one up, the Caligula Dual box that'll be there. No Way Home by Buddy Giovanzi will be there. The limited edition version with the soundtrack. Enigma limited edition and Demonia limited editions will be there. We know those for sure. There might be more. They always
tend to be Velvet, hopefully.
Profiles and Grey Velvet will be a great one. And what's going to be there? And this is where it gets interesting. And prepare M for me to like butcher names and stuff like that.
I'm worse than you, so good luck with it.
I said every time I butcher a name, guys, somebody donate $5. Acuna Mutante, the 4K edition. The Blu-ray is not on sale, but the 4K is. The 5 Days is not on sale. The Blu-ray is not on sale, but the 4K is. I Miss You, Hugs and Kisses. It is a Canucksploitation one. This one is on sale.
Double pack as well, isn't it? It's got another movie.
It is like there's 2 films. It's 2 like TV films, and they're 2 kind of true crime. So one's Elkie Summer, Hey the Kubrick, and Sin Arcadia.
Hey Kubrick.
Axion. There we go. Axion. So there you go. I totally messed it up. The Devil's Game. I'm guessing you got this one already, right?
Oh, no, I don't know that one, actually. I want to get that one. I've got the other miniseries one.
It's
all the things to keep you up at night. Is that it? Things to keep you awake at night?
Oh, yeah. Tales to Keep You Awake at Night.
Yeah, I've got that one. I really enjoyed that. I actually got that cheap off eBay over here. So, but I do want to get that. I do want to get the Devil's Game because it's one of those things where I don't know if people know this, but most of the movies in that set, the short movies, they're actually on Letterboxd.
Yeah. I haven't got to see any of the stuff from the Devil's Game. I want to see it. I like the Dogs is on sale. If you don't have this Franco one, I'm not going to lie, it's not one of the best, but it's Sex is Crazy is going to be on sale, and it is crazy. Like the movie's kind of crazy. Blood on Melee's Moon. We got Blood for Dracula, Cast the Living Dead, Crypt of the Vampire. By the way, guys, these are ones that are all on sale for the very first time.
Cast the Living Dead and Crypt of the Vampire, the one sort of in the Chris release set, right?
Yeah. Actually, this one right here. So just so you guys can see, because I do have it, first set. This is Cast the Living Dead right here. And it's got some neat features in here, like an audio commentary with Nathaniel Thompson and Troy Howarth, the Kat Ellinger commentary, which I think is worth its weight in gold. She just does amazing commentaries. And what was the other ones that was there? Crypt of the Vampire, right?
Yep.
And Crypt of the Vampire right here. This one's pretty featureless, but you get both of them. It's neat features on this one right here. Definitely. I like the sets, but I still need to get the second set.
I've got the second set. I think the best movie in that set, strangely enough, is the Sherlock Holmes one.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
It is. See, me and you. I think we're the only two, man. Um, I'm a big
You
Sherlock
know,
Holmes fanatic.
I mean, I get that technically, Christopher Lee is just walking around in it, because he was dubbed over and stuff. But still, it's a great Sherlock Holmes adventure.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's Christopher Lee. So,
Yeah.
so that there is enough for me. We got some hate for the dogs, and I haven't seen that once because I like animals. We got Legacy of Blood here, Faceless, the Bridget Leahy one. It's on 4K and Blu-ray. I will show the Bridget Leahy book, but you got to come to my Patreon for that one. We'll be doing that one after this one. Legacy of Blood is the Andy Milligan remake of Ghastly Ones. It is, yeah, it is. Female Executioner, which is a fun actioner with Bridget Leahy. The Shadowed Mind. Have you seen this one? I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. It's one I actually want to pick up because it's, I didn't want to pay too much for it. Same with Blood Hunt, because I've watched the director's other stuff. I believe the director of that did Cannibal Man and what was the other one? They Didn't Hear You Scream?
Yeah, it's was Eli de Iglesias, I think. Eli de
Yes,
Iglesias.
that's right. Yeah. So, and I enjoyed both those films, and I've still got to watch, the trilogy set.
The Kinky trilogy.
Yeah,
I don't have that
watch
yet.
that.
Like, I've seen a couple of Kinky films. I haven't seen them all.
Yeah.
But those are ones I do want. I'm so behind on some of the stuff, man. Macumba Sexual is here. That's another Just Franco one. Mansion of the Living Dead is another Franco. We got All But Evil here, which is a fun title. Because is that the Aubrey Plaza one?
No, isn't that the one that's got what's the name in it from American Pie? The one who was in was it Russian Doll and
Natasha Lyonne.
yeah, that's it.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
We got Libido here, which is a nice giallo one. Al Lewis and My Grandpa's a Vampire. This is one you can kind of show the kids. Tales to Keep You Awake. That's the one you got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
The Plague of Zombie Trilogy. That one didn't interest me, but
I've heard good things about it, and I've been watching a lot of shot video films lately. So, shot video. So I might, because I've been watching a lot of rave production stuff.
There's I gotta catch up, man. These I haven't seen. Changeling 4K. Definite recommendation on that one.
Yeah, I got the second sight version of that. So
yeah, I got the Blu-ray edition that came from
them.
But the second sight edition is the sexiest edition, man. That looks.
It is beautiful.
Dracula versus Frankenstein. Definite recommendation on this. Double Target is here. Born to Fight. Cop Game.
I want those three.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Frank and His Pals. I never got the appeal. Like it sold out like so quickly.
That's the DVD, right? The one that just came back in.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me, like being Canadian. There was a show that came on here called The Lairs House of Frightenstein, and like Vincent Price was in it. And there was like a Canadian like comedian and kind of like impressionist named Billy Van, and he played most of the characters. And Vincent Price would come in between and like do like a poem or something like that, kind of dressed like kind of gothically. And so Frank and His Pals remind me of kind of a low budget version of that, but I don't know exactly what it was.
I can see what you mean.
But yeah, so here's the prices, and you can tell me your thoughts because I've heard like thoughts on the prices already. But I want to know your thoughts. And I know Jose gave
I know. I'll be honest. I know with Four Flies Graveyard, I knew the ones that had like 4 discs would be 55.
Well, that makes sense.
Because they already priced at that. But the thing is, the 3 disc one being the same doesn't make sense. It should be 48. And I think overall the prices are actually getting worse on when it comes to the bundle thing. I mean, if you're paying for shipping, you're paying on top. It kind of like, for instance, let's say I wanted 4 Flies of Grey Velvet. It was on there. That was all I wanted.
Yeah.
Right. I'd end up paying $80 for it, plus probably some tax, maybe. And that would be for one movie. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. But it seems like, extortion to a degree. I mean, some of the films, they're not. And like like someone else said, when you get someone like Vinegar Syndrome that does BSUs for cheaper,
Yeah.
it's crazy to think that they're charging this and there's not really anything else to it.
What
You
is the
know,
price of an average VSU now?
I'm full. I think for subscribers it was $42. I think, but then if it was, no, it can't be because I think people ain't got to pay $50 for them, are they?
So if
Might as well
it's
say.
kind of comparable. I mean, like for some companies, like I know Blue Underground stuff can be up there sometimes.
Yeah,
Like Nightmare 3-disc 4K with the booklet and slipcover is $55. I can kind of see that. I mean, like
yeah.
there's I think there's a 100-page book or something like that with this one. So
See,
yeah,
that's
that's
not bad. If you put that in pounds, that roughly the same as maybe a second site release.
doing something there. Show my dad something. um, yeah, it's like because like some of these here, like Nightmare, I would if I had the money, I'd pay 55 for Nightmare. I think that's a good
Oh yeah,
price. Like Bad Biology for 49, that's a good price for that one. I just personally, it's not one of my favorites.
yeah,
Like it's not a me thing.
yeah,
But that's me. Like I love Frank
yeah.
Henlotter stuff, but I'm one of those weirdos that actually prefers like Frankenhooker to Basket Case. So
Oh,
yeah, I know, sacrilege, isn't it? Now, that being said, no, I do have like the second sight 3-disc Blu-ray edition of Basket Case in Steelbook.
oh.
So I saved myself a bit there. We got, hey, Michael, welcome, man. Start from the
Hi,
beginning. Well,
Michael.
yeah, we'll just rewind it.
Yeah, Gary.
Stuff,
Imprint are really good. I got a lot in the recent flash sale as well, so I'm looking forward to getting them. From Imprint.
The Psychic, I think, for me, there's two here that are like I would love to have. Two
Yeah,
here that really stand out to me. I would
yeah,
love to have the Psychic. It's one of my favorite Lucio Fulci films. My favorite Lucio Fulci film is actually New York Ripper.
yeah.
So
Is it the duck voice that gets you? Do you like the
yeah.
duck voice in it, or is it the sleaziness? Or
Oh, it's the sleaziness.
yeah,
100%. This is me. Like
yeah.
I make no bones about the films I like or the reasons that I like them.
Well,
New York Ripper is
you're
so weird.
you're Mr. Vincent. I should be sleazy Severin.
There you go. You can be sleazy Severin. But the Psychic is not. It's like this. It's the opposite of what you expect when you're going for a Lucio Fulci film.
Yeah,
It's like, oh man, there's gonna be lots of nudity. No, there's not. There's gonna be like tons of like blood and gore. I'm gonna have to like look away. No, you're not. There's gonna be like eye injury. There's none of that's gonna be there because it's gonna be like a psychological Hitchcockian thriller.
yeah.
That has an incredible ending, which we talked about. Actually, we won't say what it is on here, but the thing.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think it's one of his smarter films. It shows him more as a director than, let's say, the gore.
Like for this, let me just check something here for you.
Sure.
For that one here, just doing something really, really quickly. There, I would say the Psychic is his best,
Yeah.
and for me, like the next one up, and most people wouldn't even think about it, is Devil's Honey.
Oh, I love Devil's Honey. I wish that would get a 4K. I'd love to see that in 4K.
Yeah, like because it's a brilliant film, and people like kind of laugh when I say that sometimes, but it's a film about loss.
Yeah.
Like it really is a film about loss.
Yeah.
And Devil's Honey High Rise Up. That it is such a good movie.
It is.
The last horror film, again, I think this one, this is the one. This is if I was going to get a bundle, like I was going to focus on a film on a bundle, this would be the bundle. Like everything bundle is the pie in the sky dream, right?
Yeah.
But last horror film, it has a limited edition slip. It's only going to be available through the slip. It's got the limited edition. It's got the I'm trying to no. It's got the limited edition like Joe Spinell plushie. It's got the two. It's got the two other ones.
It's $87, right? That one.
Yeah, $87 altogether.
I think that's not bad.
It's the best one out of all the ones there. Like, and price wise for the lower price up, Private Crimes. It's a 2-disc edition. It's $28, region free. First Edwidge Fenwick like disc interview, and they said in around like in 18 years. So that's actually kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. I think that's the one I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest, because it's from TV, and I'm hoping that this becomes something they do more, because we might have missed out on it otherwise. You know what I mean? It's something that's adding to their library, and that's what I want.
Like, it's one of the ones that I gotta. I think you froze up on me then for a second.
Oh, I said it's one of those that I hope they do more of, over time. Because I'd like to see more of the TV stuff, like how they've done the other one.
I think we had a technical difficulty.
Can people hear me all right?
Try to pop back out and pop back in again.
Sure. Okay, let me do that.
You can hear us both. Oh, there! I'm seizing up. What the heck? I can't go till Malcolm comes back in. Trying to build a new entertainment center right now. I just waiting for him to get back in there. We got also the Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is $20, region free, by the way. The Inconfessable Orgies of Emmanuel, which I'm sure Michael Keane is getting. And The Sexual Story of O, which is another one for sure. And these are like $20 each. So, good prices on the Severin stuff. Got to make sure he's... There we go.
Is that better?
Well, they could hear you and they couldn't hear me, so it was on my side, Malcolm. I made you
go. Oh no!
I'm a bad host.
Around.
Let's look at the merchandise here with the Joe Spinell plush. We've seen it, 700 units. They don't have a price thing on it there, but will not be sold separately. Please do not ask. Why do you Just say. I'm just gonna put it. Just say this will not be sold separately.
It's like I say to people all the time, Severin, they just have such an attitude.
Yes, I mean, here it's at the don't be your own worst enemies, guys. We like your stuff. We want to buy it.
We thought Bill Olsen was bad, and
poor old Bill, man.
I'd sad that he passed away.
Yeah, and now his brother's gone too. Walt.
Yeah.
That was a big loss to the community. Like, I had issues with some of the stuff Bill said, especially about me being Canadian.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it was like he loved films, and his brother did too. And at the end of the day, that's who you want, like, doing this stuff.
Well, it's like many people have said before. There was a lot of films they bought, but no one else probably would have. And because of that, we get to see cinema that would have been forgotten.
I got movies in my collection that from Code Red and Scorpion that I am like 100% sure probably aren't going to come around again.
I think one of the things that really annoys me about Code Red is they got the rights to Fatal Games, and I wish that had been released on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Well,
because I guess maybe Maybe Dark Forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? You know, who knows? It's a perfect Vinegar Syndrome title, Fatal Games, weirdly.
Yeah, that's something I like to say. The most like
Yeah.
Scorpion Code Red stuff more recently has been put out like in conjunction with Kino. So you never
Yeah,
know,
I've
right? So
noticed that. Yeah, with
maybe
slips
something
and
there.
everything.
We got 3 enamel pins. We got Carol Monroe, Joe Spinell, and Frank Henlotter. We looked at those. The beautiful Psychic Music Box. 600 units of those. Again, we are not responsible for small blemishes, damages to the music box if you choose to have it shipped via a free shipping method. I love. Yeah, we don't get a free shipping method.
So I
you better
guess if
be.
you, so I guess
Fine.
if you're paying because you have to because you're international, then they're
Yeah.
going to take better care of it because you're paid.
Oh yeah, like the or did they think like $25 is like a free shipping method? Because it ain't. Free shipping is free. Not $25 free. I did say that was Honey Kubrick. It's a really good film.
It is.
Nightmare novelization. So this one is actually not being done by Brad Carter for a change. It's being done by Michael Gingold from Fangoria. So
That's
like
pretty
because
good.
Brad Carter did the previous novelizations that they did,
Yeah.
including the Cruel Jaws one that obviously didn't come out because that doesn't exist. So there's that.
They did, well, the last one was the Night Demon, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
one with the Bigfoot one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Severin Video 2000 T-shirt. That's the one that bundles as well. The Things original soundtrack vinyl. I don't know who this is for, but I'm sure it's for someone.
I'm sure it will be.
It'll sell out, man. Trust me, it'll sell out. Have you seen Things?
No, actually, but all I think of when I think of things is David Sterling and those big sets he released, you know, those really cheap box things.
Oh, that's not as good as those.
No.
No, no, man.
Oh,
It's the worst film I've ever seen. And
it's
I've
that
seen a lot of
bad.
really bad films. Yeah, it's Canadian. It's done in 1989. And if you ever visit me in Morocco, we're not that far away. We'll watch it. Trust me.
Okay, sure.
It'll be a rite of passage.
It sounds like a plan. What's annoying about that is you hear Canadian, you hear 89, which is like a great time for Canadian horror movies. You know, and boom, you know.
I got something even better. Amber Lynn, the famous porn star, is in it.
Wow.
She's not new though. So
they went wrong there and all.
oh, it was a Hind, what would you say? Things. What's your a sentence on Things? She's speechless.
It's a film.
It's a film. Now, kid you not, Things slander. Yes, Mike Queen Things slander. It's a film that because we are sadistic people.
Yeah.
My kids came out, visited. We got them to watch Things. When I was at my dad's last time, I showed them like I think maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes of Things. I felt so bad at how bad it was. I did not make them watch the rest of it.
Wow. Is it that long of a movie?
Yeah. Oh, but trust me,
It's like a bad interpretation dance.
a bad interpretation dance. Yeah, like I was working at a call center once, right?
Yeah.
And quick story, and I was so bored that I said they said it would take the place to catch on fire for us to close the center down. And I looked at like the guy next to me. I said, "How about we get like some tight red spandex and we do like a fire interpretation dance and see if that works." Things is about as exciting as that.
Well,
So,
the cover of Things is one of the most laziest things you'll see as well, really.
oh no, it's not. The movie is. The 4 stickers are coming out. Absurd as a kind of the. Is it absurd? Because that looked like when I saw the sticker, it looked like a sticker from Anthropophagus.
It did actually. It did look like that. I think it might be. They might have got it wrong.
Yeah, because like the gut munching thing
Yeah.
is not from Absurd. That's from Anthropopicos.
Yes, I think they
Anthropopicos
got
is
that
what I
wrong.
call Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Like the real Halloween. We got Fulci for Fake. And I swear I'm not even going to say the name. You guys can pronounce it. You want to pronounce it, man?
Let's say Action Mutante.
There you go. Right on. I'll do
Nice.
the easiest lifting now. Extraterrestrial visitors. We got a glow-in-the-dark Severin logo enamel pin. That's actually kind of cool. I don't think they've shown that yet.
I'm definitely interested in the stickers and that.
That's actually kind of cool. The stickers are usually pretty cheap. You kind of put them with your bundle type thing.
Yeah.
Everything bundle, we saw that's $350, limited to 350 units. The Damaged Brain bundle has got 500 units. That's $75. So again, not a bad price. $89 for the Joe Spinell Fanatic bundle, which is $89.
I think that's the one people are going to go to be honest.
That's going to sell fast. The Just to This bundle. Hey, Brian, if you're here, the Just to This bundle. One of my favorite first podcasts I was ever on. What a nice guy.
Nice.
What a super nice guy. And he's got a YouTube channel too.
That's
The
nice.
Just to This bundle. Bundle will include all 8 of our brand new Severin Summer titles, $265. I can't see anybody but like I'm sure there's people that bought the Just to This bundle. Oh, guys, I may be like slandering things, but I love the damn movie. I own it. I watched it more times than the person that probably made it.
I think there's less. How can I say? I think there's less options in the bundles this year.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like,
I'm really surprised it's not just the 4K ones. You know.
that's got to be coming next. Like, I'm really surprised we haven't seen that.
Because I feel like more people would be interested in maybe just the 4Ks or just the Blu-rays. It kind of feels like they're kind of forced to have both.
Because especially right now, like I don't know if you saw, like Heath from Serial at Midnight, like tweeted out the latest stats when it came to like this, physical media sales.
Yeah.
And it was up, like it was really up, like Blu-ray was up, 4K sales were up.
DVD slowly starting to fall, is it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's because it's always nice to see like the physical media sales going up, and it is like people think because they don't see it in the local store so much,
Yeah.
that it's not around. But the thing is, it's just that things are sold differently. That's why we're looking at online sales.
Well,
right
you have to wonder. People would just go in stores and buy media, and they don't look on things like Blu-ray.com or all these other things. They must miss out on so many movies that have come out.
I know.
know,
Can you
but-
imagine?
I mean, that they could have seen on TV years ago and gone, "Oh, I'm looking for that movie," but never see it because it's mental.
When Rad came around, man, became a thing, and I did not know Rad had such a huge fan base. Like
Yeah.
surprised the heck out of me. They were I went to the Rad like Facebook group because there's a
Yeah.
Rad Facebook group. I kid you not. And there were people that were like, "Is Vinegar Syndrome a real company? Like, or is this another like is this another one of those kind of like bootleg things that we're gonna have?"
Yeah.
And people they were wondering about that. Apparently, D Blaze said he wanted to buy a Severin sticker for his toolbox, $15 shipping to Canada.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yes, that's why I'm saying, man, when you're buying stuff, D Blaze, man, you gotta be all in. Like literally, you gotta be all in.
I'll never forget years ago, I was in America, I used to buy a lot of anime from Sentai Filmworks. And every time they'd have a sale, because their sales were cheap, like Blu-rays would be like $4.99, $7.99, people would always comment, "Is this a real size? It's not fake. Are they going to come me out my money?" And you'd just be like, well, do some proper research and you'll find it. You'll
exactly.
find out.
Jerry asked if he thinks of Nightmare and the Psychic will be on sale in the future. I'm not sure about one of the titles. Let me just see here. So we got like 9,000. Which title was that? It was from Troma. That's
Oh, that's Last Horror Show.
So the last horror film may not be. Nightmare. So last horror film won't be. I think the other ones like pretty much will be. Will they have the limited edition versions? Not sure on that.
I think what might happen is the slips might just go.
And they
it says
do
website
tend to like
exclusive.
put one down for just the sale.
So I think that might be the case. but you never know. They're very unpredictable at times.
And there's another big sale. We mentioned at the beginning here, and I thought we'd go to it, check it out while we're here. Synapse has a sale on oldies.com.
Yep.
Somebody bought a lot of them.
Yes, and they do ship internationally in case people wonder.
How was the shipping
And they use
cost for them?
so they use FedEx for international,
Okay.
which I'm really happy with because of the experience I've had with Vinegar Syndrome's FedEx International. And so I bought 36 movies originally, and the shipping was $49, which I didn't think was that bad.
For
When you
36
think
movies,
that's
not bad.
yeah, when you think that's like maybe like what $1.50 maybe per film, if you cut it a little bit. And then I bought 4 more, and ended up making it 40. And the shipping was, I think, $13, which isn't bad for the international at all.
Not at all, actually, for international shipping. Because
Yeah.
for us here, like you live in the UK, I live kind of close to you. I live
Yep.
in Morocco. So we know the pains of international shipping.
Yes.
And all things considered, like I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to be better shipping costs than you're going to see for Severin. Did you pick up, I'm guessing you already got Demons, right?
Yes, I've got the ammo version. The 4K versions.
That is a good. Okay, I was making sure because it's Demons, man. You got to get the 4K
Yeah.
for Demons.
I got the 4K versions.
We got the Phenomenon, which I'm going to guess you got the R version of as well.
I've got that.
And
Street Fighter
these
I've
are
got
two
as well.
recommendations, right? Big recommendations.
Always.
I'm going to guess Street
I
Trash
think-
is here.
I've got that one. I've got the 88 films version of that.
I forgot to put that out.
Yeah, they put out. I got it with the slip recently for a tenner, so that wasn't bad.
And the prices here are great. Look at this. So, we got $55 for Bad Biology, all right? Or for Bad Biology. $55 for some of their 4Ks, right? And you're looking right here. Phenomenon. A stone cold, in my opinion, Dario Argento classic.
It is a classic. It's a mental
4K.
classic, but it's good.
On 4K for $24.98.
I actually like that slip more. Than the Arrow one.
I don't have that one on 4K. This is one of the ones I've been waiting to get on 4K.
Because there was a collector's edition, weren't there, originally of that in a box from Synapse.
With the because both Arrow and Synapse did like a big collector's edition thing.
Yeah.
No, that Demons one. And by the way, unlike the Arrow edition, the standard Arrow edition, this one does have both films on there. As I think, because the Arrow when they did the standard edition, you could only get one cut of the film. One cut of the film is missing.
Oh.
But I'll just a second here. I'll just bring it out. So guys, this is Demons, and this is the edition that I picked up when I was in Canada. So what's neat about this one, and I'll show you guys, is I think it's pretty much the same as the one you got. So unadulterated artwork right here.
Yeah.
No, nothing there. You open it up, and I love this. So you get the
golden ticket from Willy Wonka.
And you also get the birthday invitation.
Lovely.
From Demons 2. And it comes with a poster of the here as well.
Oh, that's nice. That was the Steelbook artwork, wasn't it, originally?
Yeah. Because they put out like a really sweet steelbook edition of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely recommend it. That's from, of course, that's what Mikhail Save was holding.
Yeah.
And each of these got their own 4K disc right here.
Yeah.
And it's got Demons 1 and 2 on this side. But on the other side there, it's got like the original posters for Demons 2 and Demons. One of my favorite things that I own in my collection.
Well, remember, guys, if you don't want the Arrow one, if you're, international and you want that one, it's the 4K is the region 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's a sexy edition. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But Phenomenon, I recommend grabbing this edition of Phenomenon because Arrow sold out their limited edition and they went with just the standard, I think. I'm pretty sure this one might include both films. Let's see. Yeah, all 3 versions of the film are on there. The Italian edition, the international edition, and the U.S. Creepers cut of the film. For the limited edition Arrow, you will get all 3 versions of the film. Now, the limited edition Arrow is sold out. So if you want to buy of the 4K phenomenon now
Yeah.
from Arrow. It's a standard edition, and the Creepers cut is not included.
I'm lucky. I've got the limited edition one. So
Yeah,
I'm quite
because you got
lucky
all
there.
the cuts,
Yes. Oh,
which was
I need to
smart.
get
I missed out on it.
Suspiria. I need to get the Suspiria one, the 4K.
Me too. I got the Blu-ray of this one. I paid like, this is $29. Yeah, I paid more than that for the Blu-ray edition of it when it came out, and so
Yeah.
it was a surprise from my better half.
Do you remember that? Do you remember the German big book version that came out?
I did
Like
actually. I never picked it up. Did you pick it up?
No, I didn't get to pick it up. I remember seeing it after it was sold out and really getting out, really like, because I thought it was beautiful.
And there's like, as we look through this, we're just at the first line of this stuff, man.
Yeah.
And there's so much like must-have things.
Yes.
Like right here, Demons 1 and 2, Phenomenon, Suspiria. I think they're movies that belong in everybody's collection.
Definitely. I highly agree there.
And if you were going to start a 4K collection, then this is the way to go. Like if you're going into 4K for the first time, you want to start 4K, you pick up Demons 2, you pick up Phenomenon, pick up Suspiria. It's an amazing start to 4K collection. I can tell you right now that the transfers that Arrow did, the transfers that Synapse did are identical. So either way, when you go for this type of stuff, you're getting amazing transfers.
I remember Suspiria has some great lighting effects.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite things about Inferno, which was like the sequel, you know, the Three Mothers trilogy, was that beautiful scene where she gets, you know, she goes under the water with all the blue colors and stuff. Such a beautiful
That
scene.
freaked me out when I was a kid, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I remember that. I remember that scene so well. And I remember on the when Arrow did remember the window box edition and what people call the butt cover. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So like the girl under the water and with the sexy shape, just such great stuff.
It was.
We got Basket Case 3 here, which is better than Basket Case 2, but not as good as Basket Case 1.
I think Basket Case 3 is one of those really, really like, what are we going to do next? Oh, let's have a wedding, you know, and with all these people turning up, you know.
It was good. I mean, I liked it better than 2. I did. I liked it better than 2, but if you want them all, like for $9.99, it's a good price. 2 is here. Prom Night is here. I know you got this one. This is a great. Oh my god! There were so many dishes of Prom Night that came out, and they were only okay looking.
Yeah.
And the Synapse edition of Prom Night was a literal like revolution.
Yeah. Before 101 Films released it with the book and everything over here, it was the best. It was the best version in my view. I bought that day one because it's in my top 3 movies of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watch it every year, sometimes multiple times a year, because I grew up on it. That and My Bloody Valentine, I grew up on. So
then I lived next to Valentine's Bluff.
Wow.
Yeah, so I literally came here from North Sydney, and Sydney Mines is like 10 minutes drive. Not even that, I don't think. 2 minutes drive. Yeah, maybe 2 minutes drive from. It's like it's right next to us.
Towns that are attached.
Yeah. So I lived right next to Valentine's Bluff. We used to drive through there all the time. I was supposed to get some footage. Actually, that's how I got to meet the director of Urban Legends. I got to meet Jamie Blank, who did my opening for my video. What a sweet guy. He was working with Scream Factory to put out Urban Legend and to put out. He put out Urban Legend and put out, of course, Valentine. And somebody that he knew had seen my video review of one of his movies.
Oh, wow.
And sent it to him. And he liked it. So he sent me a message on Skype trying to get in contact with me, to get me in contact with Scream Factory so I could do a featurette for them. But I don't use Skype very much. So I didn't see it till I literally had My Bloody Valentine in my collection before I even saw the message.
So you could have been on the featurette. That'd been amazing. I will say this. I will say it's the most disappointing thing about the Blu-ray is that Q&A, because it's in such a bad hole where it's very bad, you know, on the sound. You know the Q&A they did?
Oh yeah, for which one? For My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah. That it really bugged me that the sound was so bad because of the rumbling in the hall.
It's I gotta say I didn't hear the last word you said there, but it's on my side.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said the most annoying thing about that Blu-ray is that they did the Q&A in like this hall that echoes and isn't very good on the sound,
Yeah.
and that's how it really bugs me. And I don't think there's subtitles on it either, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, no, I've got a lot of friends that are deaf and hard of hearing, and
Yeah.
before that, I never, when you don't think of it, right? Because you
No.
think of like you, but
Yeah.
I dated this girl when I was in college that was deaf, and it kind of changed me, like realizing, okay, why doesn't every film have subtitles?
Yeah.
For that reason. And when I look for stuff over here too, like I want to do some teaching over here, and
Yeah.
a lot of that is in French. A lot of people here speak French, so I want to like have like English, French, and subtitles.
Yeah.
And when I picked up the indicator, like Harry hasn't set, there was no like subtitle, no French subtitles on there. So luckily, I bought this like Sony set that came in a while back,
Yeah.
and it's out of print now, but it had French, English, and Spanish subtitles, and I was so glad because I wanted to like do. There's a school here, like a boarding school. I want to teach like a class in Harryhausen, so
Yeah.
the set is going to be like invaluable.
You would think in modern day that there'd be that for every language.
Yeah, like it should be given to this. It doesn't. It's not that hard. It's like
Um,
it's not a hard thing to do.
I mean,
Did you pick up
Netflix.
Star of David?
I did pick that up.
Beautiful Girl Hunter. Satan's Little Helper is a fun little one. That's a Jeff Lieberman film, of course.
Yep.
A
I picked that
Sex
recently. I picked up from that new one, Treasured Films.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Sans Little Helper one. It's actually been shipped right now.
It's a great film. I guess it's fun.
Yeah.
You've seen it before.
Yeah.
Sexula, which I'm not going to lie, I do have this movie.
Is it good? Because I wasn't sure whether or not.
It's okay. I mean, like, it's worth it. It's like, this is where my dad, if I can, I'm still working on trying to get my dad to come in to join us for a little bit during the Patreon video. We're going to see what happens.
All right.
He will be able to tell you then because he has seen this film.
Okay.
I mean, I think he saw this in theater.
Oh, wow.
So, Dad, if you want to like write like your review of Sexula on like in the chat there, let us know. Maniac Cop. By the way, this is the only one that's like the rest of them are owned by Blue Underground, but this one isn't. We got Mosquito, which is for me like a really fun monster film.
Yeah, that's in your collection.
It is, yeah. Actually, I'll show my stuff here afterwards. Assault 13. So we'll fast by the guts once just because I don't want to get in trouble. Like Twins of Evil DVD is there. But one of my favorites, and I talked to you about this one before we got on camera here, is Curtains. So Curtains is just one of these like unique films. And you have Curtains, right?
I do, yeah. I bought it years ago.
Beautiful film. I mean, like, and it's weird because the director and the producer completely clashed on this film. So one of them wanted a slasher film.
Yeah.
One of them wanted a thriller. So what you get is this hybrid slasher giallo.
Yeah.
That has this kind of unique, and there are certain films that have like that were Canadian, and like they're done American, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty much it's the same across the board. But there are certain films like this here where you can taste the Canadian on it. This
Definitely.
one, Cannibal Girls, is another one. Well, but this one here, you like. There's this old hag mask, and there's this wonderful scene, like ice skating scene. That's brilliant. And this.
I look like one of my exes.
Yeah.
And I was dating a woman years ago, who was older than me, and she looked just like that hag mask.
The hag mask.
You know, just like it, and even had that same look on her face as well.
Did she chase you with anything?
Yeah, she did threaten to kill me a few times. So maybe it was her. Maybe it was her they took the mold from.
One of the neat things about this movie is if you're a fan of Black Christmas, then the girl at the beginning of Black Christmas, the one that gets killed first, the one you see throughout most of the movie, with plastic like on her face where she's been smothered. She is one of the main actresses in this movie.
You can't go wrong there with two classic films.
Yeah, Dorm the Drip Blood. This is a movie that the first time I saw it, otherwise known as I think Pranks was the other title for this one.
Yeah.
It was I didn't like it, and I saw it a couple years later, and I absolutely adored it. And
I
I
had the
think
same. Go on.
same thing.
I was going to say I had a similar experience with House on Celebrity Row.
Which is like perfect because what a double feature
Yeah,
these films will make.
exactly. You know, and I didn't like it the first time, and then after watching it a few times, I just started to get to like it. You know. So,
Yeah, it's the nihilism, like that you don't expect it.
No.
But there's no two films, I don't think, in the slasher genre that fit together better as a double feature of the style, especially than the House that Dripped Blood, the Dorm that Dripped Blood, and the House on Sorority Row. I'd say you could probably easily put in Slaughter U in here as well.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah.
Because they all go in like a similar direction.
Yeah.
Slaughter U, especially Slaughter U, is brutal. It's a movie that like is all over the place. It's on Vinegar Syndrome title at 88 Films that put it out too. I have both editions, and the ending of that film, like, what a punch in the gut.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Sen Arcadian named her Lynn Griffin. That is her name.
I used to have a shirt of Slaughter University.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to have a shirt, but I wore that in pieces. But they got destroyed somehow.
Oh, I hate that. That's the same thing. Well, I had a shirt, like my DX shirt, and
Yeah.
somebody that I knew back then destroyed it. Like, I literally got rid of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to cry. Manos Hands of Fate. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do love this film. It is like so bad. It's so good.
Hey, some films you just can't help but like.
I know. My dad has this next one, and I know I've odd this in his collection. It's the Women in Prison Mr. Skin collection. Chained Heat, Red Heat, Jungle Warriors. Gotta love that stuff. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray of this one.
I need to see that. I haven't seen that, I don't think.
It's fun. I mean, like, you've only seen the Mystery Science Theater one. There's like stuff in it that you wouldn't realize. Vampire Circus. I know you got this one. Everybody, like, this is a great one.
Yeah, I got that.
Brain That Wouldn't Die is an uncredited Sammy Petrillo. Oh, okay, cool. Sam Petrillo was kind of like a, if I remember correctly, it was kind of like almost like a Jerry Lewis type of knockout back then.
Yeah.
Sorceress, which I bought for the plot line.
I'm sure.
Yeah, totally. We got stuff like Beast from the Haunted Cave, special. Like, this is I'm not going to lie, man. Like, we're getting ready for the Severin sale, and it's big, and there's all these new things coming up. This has got a good sale.
It is a really good sale. The prices were great. I mean, when I picked up the DVDs, they were like $9.99 each. If I was to buy them off a pill over here, I'm looking at £35 each. And I mean, if you take that into like £8 a film, over that, I've saved tons of money, you know. And this is the type of sale you want.
And that means you're going to have a nice package coming in the mail.
Well, yeah, at a minute, I've got a massive imprint one. I've got this one, the Severin one at some point, a Vinegar Syndrome possible one, you know. So
your wife is a saint.
She is a saint. She puts up with me, constantly tells me we've got to be careful with money, and then I'm like, I spend this, and she's like, it's okay.
It is. I mean, like in all honesty, that's the thing. When you do something like this, and it's good to be with someone that understands.
Oh yeah, definitely. And when, you know, I've got a couple of, I've got a cousin and a friend, you know, who were massive into movies, you know, and like the whole life was that. And now they constantly tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't buy this. You shouldn't buy that. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that." I've got another friend who, I've got another friend who likes to be careful, and that's fair enough, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to do. But what I don't like is my other two people in my life who want to tell me, no, don't do that. It's all crap. It's all rubbish. I think when people want to put down something in a real negative tone, I think that's horrible. If that's my passion, it's my passion. If I've got support from my wife and support from other people, then that's my choice. Same
Exactly.
as if somebody wants to buy one tile or two tiles, that's their choice. So yeah, I don't like it when people want to just be, like negative about it.
Or like you get people that look at you nowadays and like, but can't you just stream that? And
Yeah. Well,
you realize then the conversation is kind of over because they're just not going to get it.
Dove Sidious, right? Dove Sidious knows me. Dove Sidious is the friend I was talking about who, likes to be careful and he's really good with money when it comes to buy media, He said Malcolm's local postman quit over the number of deliveries. It's true. One day, I kid you not, I had
serious?
38 packages turn up in one day. The next day, I had 20 because, I'm a bit of a movie buying addict. Right, and he had to carry a big box, and he just went, "Fuck it, I'll give up." Oh, I swore there. Sorry. He said, "Oh, I'll give up." He got really angry about it.
That's it. Hand me at the post office.
Yeah, the post office. Now I've got a new postman who goes, "Oh no," because they have to pull up the truck outside and literally carry a box full of packages.
Well, it could be worse. When I was living in Canada, just before I moved here, I started buying omnibuses like crazy, right? Because I wanted like reading material in English. I'm a comic book fan. My postman, Saint, obviously, hey there, Dustin, because I'll be getting like massive omnibus packages.
Yeah,
and those things are like one of those are heavy, let alone like 6 or 7 of them coming at once. So he would be there. He'd be careful with them. Wouldn't put them right on the doorstep. Sometimes ring my doorbell, so word wouldn't get stolen. So so you gotta be friends with those postal workers.
Well, I mean, you're lucky you didn't throw them through your window and smash.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried being friendly with my postman, and he just kept giving me dirty looks.
He probably did not want to be a postman by that point anyway. So there you go.
Well, yeah, true. I mean, I'll be honest. Rather he was living it than me, so it was a nice guy. Just
got some like rock and roll horror here, by the way. Hey, Nubis, welcome. It's been a while, man. We got Black Roses and Rock and Roll Nightmare here. Got some Thor.
Nice.
Gotta love some Canadian Thor, some John McCall Thor stuff.
Is that Entrails? Have you seen Entrails?
Which one?
The one next to Demons. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. No. This one I'm not. There's ones where I'm like, can I deal with this now? Like when I was younger, like I used to get Gorzo magazine. The goriest movies. Nowadays I'm like, if it's Terrifier and it's so over the top, I can watch it, but certain ones I'm like, man, not going to go back to that. So
the reason I asked was because I saw the media book ages ago, on Orbit.
Yeah.
And I was so tempted to get, but then I was like, Evil Dead Trap 1. I watched that and I was just like, what is this? It's just over the top violence and craziness for the sake of it.
Then I'd probably stick away. If Evil Dead Trap is one that you were kind of iffy on, I don't think this is going to win you over. I do, however, think like it's gory, but I do love Intruder. I think this is.
Oh, that's a good one. That is really good. I did a video with that, watching it with somebody, and it was an interesting experience.
Renee Estevez in that one too. She would go on to be in, like, of course, Sleepaway Camp 2.
Yep.
Long Weekend, which was remade by Jamie Blanks, actually. This is a really good film. I got the Umbrella edition of this one.
Yes. I reckon that'll be on. I reckon eventually there'll be a better version that released through the partner label.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
eventually.
they're doing a new edition, a new scan, but that one was a recent one that they put out because I've got it there. And when I got it, they were doing these kind of like hard kind of poster things. They're like
Yeah,
hard stock posters, and they did it for that one, and they did it for Harlequin as well. Last package I got, I think, had the Long Weekend in Harlequin in it. They had these like big cardstock posters. It was gorgeous.
yeah. I
They
know
actually
King Kong. I know King Kong Lives has got a lot of stuff with it.
there's they're going like super overboard in a good way with some of their
Yeah,
stuff. The Terrifier one, I remember like that when that one went on sale, and I was on here, and I
yeah.
think one of my viewers like mentioned it, and so we went over to it, and we went through everything that was on in that Terrifier set. It was amazing, and it literally sold it while I was on air.
Yeah.
It sold it while I was on air. It was crazy. It was crazy.
It was a good. It was a good like bundle of stuff.
Oh, it was an amazing bundle. Like you got like
Yeah,
all kinds of really cool stuff. It was like I wish I could have afforded that at the time.
yeah. It was like what, $150?
It wasn't too bad actually. It was is that or just or a little bit less. It was for the stuff that was there. It was like
Yeah,
it seemed like honestly, a better bundle than some of the Severin stuff you get. Like
yeah, yeah. True.
42nd Street Forever. I love these.
Oh, you know what? I've always wanted to pick them up, but just never pulled the trigger on them. And there's so many of them now. I think a lot of them are out of print now. I think.
Yeah, there was a box set for some of these initially, but I don't think it's available anymore.
Yeah.
Creep Behind the Camera, which is one that I kind of remember seeing a long time ago. Just Desserts. This is what I was hoping would have been included with the 4K of Creep Show, but you couldn't do it.
That sucks.
We also got Hot Dog here, which is remember this one?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that's my era. All these films. Watch Me When I Kill, which is actually cool, like Giallo. That's not as sleazy as it looks. And
Yeah, it's not actually that bad. Isn't Watch Me When I Kill the one where it starts off with the death with the what is it? It's early in the morning.
Pharmacist.
Is it the pharmacist when it starts out? The one where it's out in the gravel, with the the heavy machinery. Is that the
I'm
one,
trying to
or
think
is
now,
that?
because I got this from Shameless initially,
Yeah,
and I'm trying to remember. And you might be right. I
where
remember
the guy's head
title.
comes off. The guy's head comes off at the beginning.
Yeah, I think
I
you're right.
believe it's someone. Yeah,
I think you're right. Is that the Cat Shadow? Is the Cat Shadow or something like that? Another name for it?
I think so. It's the problem with Jellos is that sometimes they get so mixed together.
I know. And the thing is,
Yeah.
like at that time period, I was watching so many
Exactly.
together.
I remember years ago, I used to go to the Comic Con in London every year, and there was a guy there called Paul, and he had pirated Jello movies. They were recorded off TV and stuff, and he was selling them because you couldn't get them at that time. They weren't being released. The other ones that were released were like Argento stuff, and I remember watching them really bad prints. Like crazy. What's that? Crazy Desires of a Murderer that's come out for Vinegar Syndrome and some others. And I must have watched maybe 50 that way. Most of them were terrible and really bad quality, but they just fade into each other if you don't watch them, like regularly.
Me and Dad were every time I go to visit my dad, we sit down, we'll watch like some movies together, and he's got the Arrow like channel and stuff like that. So we'll go and we watch Giallos. We watch Giallos a lot. Oh no, Kubrick not sending to negative all man. If everybody didn't like their own thing, it will be really boring.
That's true.
So I think it was like twice we went in to watch a movie. Like, oh, let's watch this movie. We get 10 minutes in, we realize, oh, we've seen this one. We watched this one last time. And some of them become so like similar that you start
Yeah.
watching and you could be like 5-10 minutes in, maybe even half hour in before you realize you've already seen this movie.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of those type films are very similar, you know, and sometimes have the same character kind of thing. It's like for years, I remember watching Strip Nude for Your Killer and watching what was the other one? What Have You Done to the Daughters, and thinking it was a similar film because both have killers wearing, you know, like biker outfits,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, one is Andre Bianchi with a really strange ending.
That's true.
And the other one is like a little bit more classy.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
just
I got a theory with Andre
Sure.
Bianchi because he did like Strip Nude for Your Killer and he did Burial Ground, right? And both of
Yeah.
these are like insane, like insane examples of the genres that they are.
yeah.
And some people think that he was a complete hack, and that's the reason they are. And I don't think so. I think he was actually kind of a genius,
Yeah.
and he kind of like did a bit of deconstruction with the films that he made. So that's why
Well-
Burial Ground and Strip Nude for Your Killer are so insane because they do the tropes, but they overdo the tropes
Yes.
in a way that
yeah.
they stand out.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, let's be honest. When you have an incredible cast, you just can't. You know, especially a Jello cast like I never say her name properly. Edwin Finch.
Yeah.
You know, she's so beautiful in that
Evan
movie.
Finnick, Evelyn Stewart, Dagmar Lysander, the classic ones.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Strip Nude to Your Killer, when the girl was revealed, she was so similar. Like some of the cast was so similar that I looked over at Hind and Hind looked over at me and like, wasn't she dead?
Yeah.
Because there's another actress with the same color hair that looked kind of like her.
I remember I put on a Jello, and as soon as I saw George Hilton was in it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. And he usually writes some of his films as well. He's like he's a writer.
I remember in an interview, he said for Finnick always felt very comfortable with him because they had like a really close bond, you know, friendship, like brother, at times like brother sister kind of bond. And because of that, she'd always want to do the sex scenes with him because she trusted him over other men.
Yeah, and that's like because he's one of those guys, and you would not expect that, right? Because he's one of those guys that he's this big, lumbering looking guy,
Yeah.
and when you watch an interview, he's like one of the smartest guys, like smartest guys in the room type of thing. A General John. So you can see it. You can see like why people feel comfortable with him.
Yeah.
We got Strange Behavior here. It's a fun one. Suspiria, if I want to get the Blu-ray. But again, I'm going to say get that 4K. Get the 4K.
Get the 4K.
Frankenhooker. Want a date? We had that in our video store. So I knew I was friends with the video store owners. And
Take care, Gino. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, oh yeah. Because we're hitting over to Patreon actually fairly soon right now, just to let people know. Because I think it's what time does it start again? The
5. It starts at 5, right? Which is 12 Eastern.
yeah. So I'm trying to like 5 our time, right?
Yeah, 5 our time. Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 minutes we head over to Patreon. So hopefully you guys will join us over there as well. We might have some more big surprises and stuff coming up. Yep. So make sure you're there. Make sure for that. Quick story before I go. Frankenhooker. I'm not sure if you got it over. I'm pretty sure you guys did. It had a VHS where you would press a button, and she would say like "one a day," and I pressed the hell out of that button until it didn't work.
What was this on the actual case?
Yeah, it was on the VHS tape.
Wow.
It was one of those you pressed in and it would say, and that's what she'd say.
I wonder how many of them there was, like, you know, like that with the voice and everything.
God, there's a couple like that, and there's a couple like Dead Pit where they had like the kind of like the lights, the red lights in the eyes. When you press the eyes would light up.
Yeah.
But like the Want a Date one, and I always hoped that they'd do like a 4K or something of that with that in it, like find a way to put it in there. because it is such a neat, kind of unique thing
Yeah,
that you gotta love it.
you got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
George, have a great night, man. Because it is such a unique film. Any film
care,
that starts with
George.
a lawnmower accident.
Thanks for joining us.
The batteries are down those VHS tapes. It was hard to find when it worked.
I remember when I got the the big Batman set when it came out, the '60s Batman set on Blu-ray. The battery and went out like within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I got it up there.
Such a beautiful set as well.
Yeah, you get the Batmobile in it, and they got those cards,
Yeah.
right? It's so nice.
And Adam West Journal, right?
Yeah, like it was such a loaded set. And the neat thing was like we went to Best Buy. It was like Black
Yeah.
Friday. And so Amazon were having a Black Friday sale. Amazon.com. We're in Canada. And Amazon.com had it on sale. And so I'm like, well, they're not going to price match Amazon.com, and they're not going to price match on Black Friday, which was true. They didn't do that normally. But Hin went up anyway. And she said, hey, can you price match this? And they were so busy, they're like, yes. So
Hey, that was bargain.
$50.
I think I got mine on day one because it was a gift for my wife for Christmas. And I think it was like 100, I think.
Oh, wow.
Which isn't bad. Or was it 120? Something like, because it was when it first came out. So I'm not sure. But I remember when it was announced, I was like, I have to have this because to me, it's my favorite Batman.
Oh, good night to Center Arcadia, who's headed to sleep.
Good night. Sleep well.
Some people are not making it to the sale portion of the
Lightweights. They're all lightweights. Nah, if you need sleep, you know.
Yeah, you got to sleep, man. So that's it. Sleeping or movies. It's the crux, the constant thing. So what we should do right now,
unless you sleep with the movies, which I've done.
which
I said unless you sleep with the movies.
well, soon not only movies, you'll have a Joe Spinell plushie to sleep.
That's true. I'll have to do a video of me hugging it.
There you go. Showing your spouse the Spinell plushie for the first time.
I'll say to her, look, we've got a third now.
There you go. That's a creepy third, man. What's
He's all
leader on my
sweating.
plushie?
That's why he's sweating because he's getting ready.
Oh my god! I can't say anything tonight. I'm as sweaty as Spinell tonight, man. That's in this heat.
I tell you, it's been hot here, but it's actually quite cold this morning.
You are so lucky because here it was hotter, and now it's hot. Okay, guys.
Morocco's known for the heat, though, right?
Yeah, like it's we're not getting any it's getting let me just see what it is right now, because we're gonna go over to Patreon now in a second.
Sure.
So I'm gonna send you a second link. It
Yep.
is 4:30 and it's 22 freaking degrees with a high of 39.
Wow.
All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me here. I want to thank May to December. We are going to see you guys hopefully over in a second on the Patreon channel. It is patreon.com/the live movie club. We have we can talk more uncensored there about things that we can't talk about right here. You know exactly what we're talking about. And we're going to look at Severin stuff here. Maybe then I can ask you a little bit more about the Nakatsu as well, and maybe some extra surprises too.
So basically, if you want to see us be perverts and talk about really randy stuff, come over there.
Ask us the real questions. Ask us some more hard-hitting stuff.
Yep.
I'll see you in a few.
All right. Take care.